Fala galera, beleza a todos? Um ótimo dia. Sejam bem-vindos a mais uma live aqui no canal, rapaziada. Bora conferir aqui, rapaziada, as novidades que chegou no Efootball 2026, beleza? Se possível, já sabe, deixa aquele likezão aí. Se inscreve no canal aí, beleza, rapaziada? Bora conferir o que chegou aqui no nosso Efootball, beleza? Já de início aqui, rapaziada, chegou aí uma carta especial aí do Pepe, não é isso? Uma nova carta aí, rapaziada, do jogador aí do Real Madrid. Konami simplesmente aí lançou a braba, rapaziada. Pepe, o Destruidor. Um ótimo zagueiro aí também, rapaziada. Chegou também aqui a volta do Maicon, não é isso? Maicon, lateral ofensivo. E aqui também chegou esse Sérgio Barrejuan, não é isso, galera? Uma nova box aí, rapaziada. A Konami mandou aí. Uma ótima box, mano, não é isso? Chegou também, rapaziada. Aqui o nosso queridíssimo Joeliton, não é isso? Por Efootball Points. Até que enfim aí, mano, Konami mandou um jogador por Efootball Points aí. Jogador Showtime, beleza? Esse jogador aqui tá disponível por 15 mil Efootball Points, rapaziada. Infelizmente eu não tenho esses 15 mil, mas pra você que tem, uma ótima oportunidade aí, rapaziada. Chegou também aqui a Romário Cup, não é isso, rapaziada? Aquela mesma pegada lá do evento do Mila. Essa Copa aqui é apenas para nós do Brasil, beleza, rapaziada? Aqui nos eventos chegou esses eventos aqui, mano, contra a IA, não é isso? Evento da Champions Brazilian Clubs aí, rapaziada. Eventos aí, rapaz, dando moedinha contra a máquina, beleza? No modo PVP temos aqui também National Teams, não é isso? Aqui nesse evento aqui também, rapaziada, pra você aí farmar token, não é isso? Aleatório, beleza? Evento da seleção aí. Primeira vitória 50 moedinhas. Outro evento aqui, mano. Esse aqui já tinha, né? Isso do Italian Clubs. E nos eventos é isso, rapaziada, beleza? Chegou aqui também, rapaziada, outras box, não é isso? Além dessa do Pepe. Chegou também aqui essa box de Showtime, não é isso? Box de Showtime aí com 100 jogadores. Beleza, rapaziada. O X-Men aí, artilheiro, não é isso? Uma ótima carta também. Beleza, pra quem vai fazer aquele packzão, rapaziada. Tá aí, 100 jogadores. Chegou também aqui mais uma box da J-League. Konami trazendo aí mais uma box da J-League, não é isso? Temos aqui também, rapaziada, box da Champions, não é isso? Mais uma vez aqui uma versão do Oshman. Beleza. Temos aqui também, rapaziada, uma última carta aqui, mano, desse Van de Ven, mano. Van de Ven brabo demais. Defensor criativo, uma ótima carta, hein? Phil Foden aqui, rapaziada. Tô olhando aqui mais as principais. Fechou, rapaziada? Chegou também aqui box de POTW, não é isso? Chegou aqui os destaques da semana, mano. Beleza, rapaziada? Bastante jogador bacana. Lewandowski aqui, Vitinha, Crisma, Doku, o Garnacho aqui, mano. Ótimos jogadores. Beleza, rapaziada? Essas boxes aqui já permaneciam nisso. Lembrando, rapaziada, que essa semana também vai liberar aí o contrato do Showtimes, beleza? Do National Teams. E é isso, rapaziada. Essa foi a nossa atualizaçãozinha, não é isso? Com o nome aí, trouxe apenas aí algumas boxes novas, não é isso? Trouxe também a Romário Cup, o Joelito na loja de Football Points. E é isso aí, rapaziada. Vamos farmar essas moedinhas aqui, mano. Esse evento aqui é o que? Joga aqui esse evento da Italian Club aqui, mano.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the contributions made by Barella, I think, will be key here, Peter. He loves to take up that right half space, we know that. But while he may not necessarily have the final pass or the assist for a goal, he'll have been involved in the move somewhere along the line. He's that kind of player. He's always there or thereabouts, and he's the kind of fella you want in your team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Paulo Dybala really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Pinches it off him. Seedorf. Schneider has it in a wide position. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He is through here. Schneider! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Schneider actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. And no, he's seen through all of that. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro. And it's Davids. Schneider. Thuram. Can he finish? It's loose. That's another chance. He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are
goleirão ali deu mole, hein?
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Thuram. Ronaldinho.
Oh, Ronaldinho.
Schneider. Lobotka.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he was quick to react. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Batistuta. Nice bit of trickery. He's going for goal! There was plenty of power on that. Stefan de Vrij. And Hernandez. And it's Schneider. Batistuta. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Barella. Shevchenko. And it's Dybala. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, well played, well played. Batistuta could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third. And the way he's gone about this match, he looks very much like he could even end up getting more. He's full of hunger and running. Sneijder really was well marshalled there, because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Thuram.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Sneijder. Great defending, strong and determined. Maldini. And here's Batistuta. Ronaldinho. That's Cannavaro. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram. And he's running through. Ronaldinho. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the second half gets underway. Short changes him with that pass. Searching pass he's played there. Costa Curta. And it's Sneijder. It's Thuram. Ronaldinho. Batistuta. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The chance to pull further clear.
Pênaltizinho bizarro, né?
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, credit to the keeper. He read it, but succumbed to the placement.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Costa Curta. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Thuram. And here's Batistuta. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Ronaldinho! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Costa Curta. Hernandez. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Ronaldinho. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? An opportunity then to pull clear here.
That is some save from De Gea!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's good play. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's nice. No outsmarting him this time. And here's Thuram. Thinks about the shot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Cannavaro. And he's straight offside. And he's had it nicked away. Shevchenko. Davids. Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Hernandez. Great ball, and he's in here. That is ended up in no man's land. And they win it back again. Quality ball. Oh, super find. And he's managed... And Batistuta! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Stefan de Vrij. Tomori. Lobotka. Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Schneider. And here's Batistuta. And this is Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Thuram. And here's Ronaldinho. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hernandez. And it's Schneider. And Hernandez. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lobotka. Oh, what a mistake! Tomori. And that is as far as it goes. Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And that gets things running. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Aimed beyond the defence. Rijkaard. Here's Roberto Carlos. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Nicely weighted ball. Now, can they get him away? And it's skewed away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Peru with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's found a way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through. Now it's Torres. Rijkaard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous
Juizão dá
area.
vantagem, pô.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Roberto Carlos!
Caraca, mano, quase sendo um
That
golaço, hein?
was travelling.
Só que o juizão ali vacilou, hein, pô. Era pra ser a vantagem nossa.
Luis Suarez. Cruyff. And the shot.
Olha o goleirão do cara, mano.
Goal! Borussia Dortmund.
Que buco foi esse,
And
pô?
it's Borussia Dortmund
A
who
bola
take
passa
the
na frente do
lead.
goleiro do cara, ele poderia simplesmente aí, pô, esticar a mão que ele pegar essa bola aí.
Momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Nice looking ball. That is a great pick out. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Cruyff. McAllister. And that's gone loose. And this is Lewis. And he shoots!
E aí, Suárez aí foi
It's in!
brabo, hein?
And they're at At it again in double quick time. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And now they can spring out of defence. Borussia Dortmund have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Batistuta takes a shot. It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Caught offside that time. Cannavaro. And it's Cannavaro. Zubimendi looking for a runner. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Borussia Dortmund looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. He's had a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's a cute ball. Played into space out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's a good looking... He gets big! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Chance again? No.
Borussia Dortmund really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Cleared without hesitation. Baresi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Good read, needed to be. Cannavaro.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the half-time whistle goes.
Perdendo muito gol.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the second half gets underway. Baresi. Zubimendi. Time and again they are repelled. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Looking to play him in. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Fernando Torres. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And here's Neto. Cruyff. Luis Suarez. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Kimmich. Knocks it into space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. DiMarco plays it short. Now it's DiMarco. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. And a chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That is very well defended. Now, that looks a decent ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, there's a probing ball. Fernando Torres. Cannavaro. Davids. Bellingham. Lampard. And he was quick to react. Driving forward. Kimmich. And here's Neto.
Pedro Neto really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Roberto Carlos. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Kimmich. Pedro Neto. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. And the through ball. That's the keeper's
Só
ball.
porque a bola passou, viu?
And that is as far as they're going to go. Bellingham. Subimendi. And here's Neto. Shapes to shoot! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Neto. Tries to play it through. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Rijkaard. Davids. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Torres gets into a good position. Ronaldinho, who does have an assist to his name. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Luis Suarez. And Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, so...
And that's that. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So we're up and running. Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course, win the treble, and Jim, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Well, one of the pinnacles of his club career, Peter.
And what stood out for you?
His performance against Madrid's other team was just stunning, especially when you look back that they played him 6 times the previous season and didn't win once. So he just took them apart with his usual ruthless efficiency.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. He's in a great position here, and he's picked out the run. Oh, Red, nice interception. And here's the chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Nedved.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Davids. Luis Suarez. Nedved. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, super find. And he's cut it out.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Roberto Carlos.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Davids.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Ronaldinho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Messi. Davids. Ronaldinho. And here's Messi. Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Milan with the corner. They're first. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Eto'o really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Luis Suarez. Now it's Eto'o. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Kaká. Kaká will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Luis Suarez. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved. Oh, good read. Luis Suarez.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Cruyff. Now there's a real chance! Cruyff looking sharp there. Played towards the other side. And Messi! Too close for comfort. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Ronaldinho looks to get on the end of this. And it's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. Cruyff. Cruyff's cross. And the keeper beats it away. Has a look and plays it forward. And now the breakaway. Over to the left. Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldinho. Tries a shot! Roberto Carlos goes long. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
There's the start of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Ronaldinho, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they can counter here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Darren Fletcher, and the pass is intercepted. Davids, and it's Nedved. Nedved going full tilt down the left.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Luis Suarez.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now, can they get him away? Decent progress down the left. Messi. Nice bit of skip. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now they can spring out of defence. Suarez gets into a good position. He's free, he has got space. Not the most convincing of passes.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach. Eto! That was mighty close. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
That's really nicely played. Tries to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Oh, easy pickings there. Nedved. Nedved takes control of it and he's on the move. And it's Luis Suarez. And claimed it back swiftly. It's Luis Suarez! They've done it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Don't you just love the level of
Ronaldinho! And that's a real chance missed.
Ronaldinho fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Looking to play him in. Takes a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Darren Fletcher. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always...
Big chance! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan take the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter. The desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Not the most accurate pass. Goes looking wide.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
It's Nedved! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Fletcher. Thinks about the shot. Brilliantly cut out. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that will be it. Borussia Dortmund were
Que
involved
jogo
in a
lixo, mano.
great
Esse
game
sinceramente,
here,
rapaziada.
unpredictable
Cê é
in
doido,
so
mano. A
many
conexão
ways.
aqui tá
But in the end, they fell just short.
horrível.
Effort unrewarded. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing it.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. Beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So it's down to business here.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Ronaldinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Conte. Messi. Costa Curta.
Eita, Batistuta.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ball is over the line. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Raul, picked out brilliantly. Incoming, oh what a climb! Goal! Sao Paulo! It is a good finish, the odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Batistuta. Costa Curta.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's Belletti. Raul. Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. Some really good ball movement. And this is Luis Suarez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. Now it's Owen. Swung over. And it's Belletti. And that has left him in a heap. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. And Batistuta! Now, oh, it's fallen kindly here. In he goes again. Missed by a fraction. Ronaldinho does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Not the most accurate pass. Belletti. Played over towards the opposite flank. Serginho. Owen. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Davids. And he's in on goal. Goes looking wide. Deep cross. Cleared without hesitation. Cruyff. Cruyff running with the ball. He's through here. And this is Batistuta! Has a look up and drives it forward. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Batistuta. Ronaldinho in with the challenge.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Ronaldinho. And it's Roberto Carlos. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Raul receives it in a wide position. Aimed beyond the defence. Belletti. That is lovely. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Conte. And it's Neymar. Ball played for Owen. Played out towards the right wing. Chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Perdi muito gol, viu?
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Here comes the cross. Cleared away. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Look at this. In he goes again!
Se aqui, meu cara, dá um lançamento desse e dá certo, mano.
Save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he was alert to it. Thinks about the shot. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Ah, se essa bola passa, viu, bicho? Você é louco, mano.
Costa Curta. Conte. Now Costa Curta. Serginho. Conte. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Serginho gets into some space. Roberto Carlos getting this. Oh, shooting chance! Worth a try, but not this time.
Ah, that's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Borussia Dortmund still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Belletti, an instinct, he rises! No, not the best of headers. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho, faça isso não, meu garoto.
Belletti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Now it's Owen, driving forward, and he's managed to get free. Name shot, surely!
Meu Deus do céu, cara.
And it's in!
O time morreu, velho.
And look what it means to
Só o
them.
time do cara que
This
joga
is a
agora, mano.
position
Pelo amor
of
de Jesus
genuine
Cristo.
strength now. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in
O time
situations
desaprendeu
like
assim do
that.
nada. Esse jogo é foda, mano.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Sao Paulo are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Over to the left. Cruyff has it in a wide position. Now it's Roberto
Ah,
Carlos.
Robertão.
Roberto
isso, cara.
Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Batistuta.
Meu
There's a
Deus,
beautiful
Batista até
simplicity
pra fazer
about
um
this
giro
contest. Willing running
travado,
on one
mano.
side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. Kante gets over and intercepts. Xavi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Serginho. Oh, sweet feet. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Xavi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 75 minutes played. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Batistuta.
Oh, meu Deus do céu, é uma demora demais, pô.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And
É
the
que essa
counter
demora
is
desanima
on.
demais, pô.
And it's Cruyff. And that's another good
Deus.
win of the ball.
É doido.
Nicely shaped ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Aubameyang. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Aubameyang looks to get on the end of this. And here's Batistuta. Ronaldinho. Batistuta. Chance!
Demora essa, bicho.
Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Borussia Dortmund have their second corner now. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. Belletti. There's the crossfield ball. Now he's off and running. He's in a great position here. Mbappe. And here's Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung. Back when it goes. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Belletti certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong.
the